Peace, love, and light. Pardon the black lipstick. I just went out. I just came back from being out, and the lipstick doesn't want to come off. So, yeah, I know you all see it. And yes, I did a thing with my old locks. Now, before I elaborate on the thing that I did, I must first elaborate on the turmoil that I went through about posting this video or even keeping these. Now, the thing that I did on a whim. I just had a thought, an intrusive thought, and I'm like, what if I, and I did it, and I loved it. I love these. I love them. Now, the problem came in when I started worrying about what others would think. The fact that I just started my freeform journey, even though some people didn't see it as freeform, and the fact that, I still do and did love the way I looked with the short, very, very short locks. But then I did this and I loved it more. And I'm like, oh my God, these people are going to think I'm confused. They're going to think I don't know what I want to do. They're going to think I'm just. And that thought made me want to take them out, made me not want to post on my YouTube anymore about locks, made me want to just, like I said, just do something I didn't want to do. Now, if you were paying attention during my first video, my first big chop or cut video, you would know that me worrying about what other people think was a major thing for me. I conformed and kept my locks the way they were for so long because I was worried about what people would think. So imagine me realizing that I am doing the exact same thing. I put these in and I love them because one, it's creative as fuck. One, I'm gonna show you how if you care to know. And two, I'm just, but like I said, I'm worried about viewers on YouTube, Instagram people. The people in real life I don't have to worry about because they kind of get me. They know me. They know me personally. So I'm like, I don't want to keep these because I'm going to feel like a traitor to what I said in the video and the people who love it. And I'm like, respectfully, fuck y'all. You can click off if you want to. You can, but yeah. I have to get out of this people-pleasing mindset when I do anything to my hair that's not in line with what I said, because that's how I felt at the time. I feel differently now. I feel like I'm betraying the motherfucking world when I'm not. I'm just making myself happy. So here I am saying unsubscribe, unfollow, block to whoever does not like the fact that I guess I change my locks when I feel like, because I have the power to do it, because I could, because this is what locks are made for, to be versatile and switch it up and cut off and attach it and combine it and separate it. But so from here on in, I'm not even calling myself a freeformer. I'm not calling myself a semi-freeformer. I just have locks. Because I'm putting myself in a box. It's mentally, I'm putting myself in the box to say, oh, I subscribe to this. I'm this. So I have to walk the line of being this, even when I don't want to, or even when I feel the need to change or switch. I put myself in the box of a freeformer or in the box of a semi-freeformer. And whenever I do come out of that box, it's like, oh, is she doing? What is she dealing with? There are some comments that I had to delete under some videos. Comments I had to remove on Instagram. People would even DM me or message me, be like, "Oh, you mixed up. You're confused. You don't know what you want." And I'm like, well, fuck. I don't even have a right to change my own mind about my own hair on my own page. So yeah, I was worried about you all thinking like she just went through this whole big chop and so she's embracing her free form and look at her now. Yeah, I am. Because to me this is still free form. To me, this is still free form because I am not retwisting. The hair that I cut off, I simply added it to my same hair. There are people who were DMing me and some in person willing to spend hundreds for the same locks that I cut off. Yeah, you know it's true too. And I'm like, I'm very weird about donor hair, especially if it's my hair. I'm very weird about donor hair. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna sell anyone my locks. I'm not gonna give anyone my locks. What the fuck? That's weird. But I'm not making it. I'm not talking bad about those who do. That's just my personal opinion, how I personally feel about donor locks. And I'm like, these people really want my hair. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use my own damn hair anyway. Y'all ain't gonna get it. And you know, I decided to use it the way I wanted my locks to look when I decided that I was trying to transition from semi-freeform to fully freeform and it didn't go too well. When I decided I wanted to start over, when I had the little bumps, I was supposed to cut them here and comb them out and start over, but you know, I didn't. I decided to cut them all the way down. And then afterwards, I had the thought to comb them out and restart. So, yeah, at this point, don't call me a freeformer if you don't want to. Don't call me a semi-freeformer. Just call me a girl with really thick locks who has some badass skills. Because that's what the fuck this is. This is skills. And I will not apologize for changing my mind, having a feeling to do something other than what I want to do. Like, we're freaking humans. We're not supposed to be the same all the time. Change happens. Change should be accepted. Change is a part of life. Change is change. You cannot go through life without change. So, if you want to stay the same and keep things in your life or things that you view the same, then fine. By all means, like I said, click off, unfollow, unsubscribe, block, delete. Do it. Do it makes you happy. But I'm gonna do what makes me happy, unapologetically. And I'm not gonna worry about what you all think about it. Now, in a lighter note, for those who think I look fabulous and my hair looks bomb, I fucks with you. I fucks with you all. Now, now I can explain. Yeah, boo bitch. Now I can explain how did I end up here? How did this happen? What did you do? What did you do? So yeah, like I said, everyone was like totally obsessed with my locks. People who don't even have locks wanted my locks to start their locks. I'm like, no. So I'm like, and this happened to me like midnight. I started this shit midnight. It's a good thing I was off the next day because this took about a solid 48 hours to complete. So those same locks that I had, right? All I needed was 3 tools: the lock, a comb that I broke multiple times during this process, and my crochet hook, and also my scissors. Oh, wait, is the scissors? 1 second. Yes, and the scissors. So I'm looking at my locks, right? And yes, they're still beautiful, still gorgeous, I know. And I'm like, I wonder if I comb these out and form a new set of locks to the thickness and free-forminess that I want, how would that go? And I'm like, your locks were full of, not really full, but they did have some like build up, not really build up, honestly. It's like, those little fabric looking thingies, dust, lint, all of that. They're still in here. I didn't have a lot, but they were still there. And I'm like, I'm going to have a fresh, clean start. So I'm like, if you put these back, would these not be the same unfresh, uncleaned start that you had? So anyway, F all that. So what I decided to do, I'm gonna give it a try. So I just decided to comb out my lock. And when I combing, this has been a good time for me to run on what I was running on with earlier. Oh, it's been a good time to do that. But yeah, when I started combing it out, I noticed that the lint and stuff would come out. See that? And it came out in the comb, and I just basically, like, when it came out, just tossed that linty shit. And the rest of the non-linty hair, look at this. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to, you can let me see. Look at that. And I just combed and combed and combed, because I've seen videos where people comb out their locks to leave their natural hair, and they did lose a lot of hair in the process, but it's part of it, I guess. So as I decided, I'm combing. I may have to edit this because I don't have all day to comb. I did this for a few days and I'm freaking tired of it already. So after comb, I would cut that loose hair off. I've already combed out all of the lint, and I'm just finishing separating, just basically I'm gonna show some pictures. Till I end up at a point where I just had like loose hair, my hair, just a loose wad of hair. Now this is a small pile because, like I said, I'm just showing you. The ones I did clearly bigger than these. So with this loose hair just here, rolls. Gave it a roll. My desired girth, height, and size, and you see that? And then I pulled out my trusty handy dandy crochet hook, and I began hooking, locking, pop, lock and drop it, but yeah. And I carried down to the size of each of my budding locks. So I did do a judgment on how thick, wide, or full each of my scalp hair was, and I made my balls of locks the same size. Now if you want smaller locks, here you go. Look at that. Like I said, for my own, they were bigger, and I would keep it. Sometimes I even started like this, and I would just add more hair. Combed out some more, roll another piece, add to it. Before you know it, look at the size of that now. So I basically made a lock extension with my own hair. And I got it, as like I said, as thick as I wanted, as thick as my core roots were. And then I attached it. So basically, people, if you want to start your journey over, but you don't want to use false hair, you can just cut off your locks, cut them to the side, comb them out, form them as tight and as small and as thick and to the size that you want, and then attach them to your head. And that's what I did. And like I said, I still consider myself a freeformer because these are the start of my locks. I will not be retwisting. I will not be crocheting. I will not be parting. And I will not be styling or adding products. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm still freeform. But look at my babies. Oh, and I mean secure, and they feel great. They feel awesome. I'm in love. I'm in love. I left this one. This is very small, and I don't want to create a lock that's small. But that came out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on. I got a lot of new growth out of nowhere before I installed these, and I'm like, I think that kind of added to my want to add on because my hair was just splitting all over the place. It was like these little shits weren't even here. I don't even have 16 locks anymore. I have more. So I'm like, oh my god, my hair is just doing its own thing, and I don't want to keep manipulating it. I don't want to keep forcing them to be a number that, you know. So I'm like, maybe I should put some length on these and see. So yeah, like I said, I'm happy. I love them. And piss on you if you don't. Piss on you if you think I'm cheating. Piss on you if you don't like. Just piss on you. So yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I basically came here to tell y'all, F y'all if you don't like it. And now I'm not following any type of lock standard. I'm not following a shit. I'm not conforming. I just have locks. I have very thick locks that I do not maintain. I do not part, and I do not call it what you want to call it. Okay? Call it what you want to call it, because I am not subscribing to anything anymore. Because you people, some of you get really butthurt when someone decides to change anything about their own personal hair or what they choose to F's with, you know? So, yeah, this is my journey. And you know what? I have a lot more locks left back. Got my mouth. I have a lot more locks left back. If I wanted to do them longer, I could have, but something about this length just screams wild woman. Like, you know. Oh, so yeah, that's my video, and I'm not gonna stop posting. So F you. Like I said, you can unsubscribe, you can unfollow, you can unlike, all of that. So that's where we are. That's where I am. And yeah, I am beyond happy. I was happy before, so I'm even happier now. Yeah. Peace, love, and light to those who decide to stick around and continue to watch my channel. Because our locks and our channel, this channel is not about making other people happy or appeasing other people. It's about appeasing yourself. And if it's one thing you learn from me, it ain't never too late to start a new journey, do something different, to say fuck it, and be your own unique brand of you. And that's what I'm doing. I'm being my own unique brand of me. Like I say, I will still continue to call these freeform. But if you don't feel like they're freeform, there's no need to comment. There's no need to say anything. Just be like, that's you in your journey. All right. So peace, love, and light. For those of you who do stick around, I will see you next time.